Alright guys, welcome back to 1822 MC Adventures and More. This is my channel. My name is Pete. As you can see, I have my camp set up. I've got my widow stick in the water. So it's about 4 o'clock. What do you say we heat up some water and make something to eat and stare at the widow stick for a while? Alright guys, so here we go. Got my trusty kneeling pad that I do put in the backpack that I use as a kind of a subframe. Last time I went out, this beef stroganoff was so good, we're doing it again. This is the other half of the bag, and it's in the original bag. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow directions. And what it says is it says, carefully add 3/4 of a cup / 6 ounces of boiling water to the pouch. Shake well. Let it stand for 10 minutes. Well, we got about a little more than a half a bag, so we'll be putting in a little less than that and then add as we need. Alrighty guys, and what I'm wanting to show you here, this here was sold to me as a canteen pouch. It is now a sustainment pouch. I have my GSI cup attached to it. And inside here, I have my knife. This is your standard military pocket knife. It's got a can opener on it and whatnot. Very good little pocket knife. A rag. Small gas can. We're not eating this right now, but this is some ham and some Alfredo noodles for later. And my little pocket stove. We'll get that bubbling and we'll add it into this, and we'll be eating some beef stroganoff. Remember, don't eat the thing. But yeah, I most certainly can't afford to eat these things all the time, but I do see fitting them into my meal plan, and they are quite good. At least this one is. And of course, you know, I flopped and failed on the breakfast one. I have the other half of the breakfast one. I will be trying that tomorrow morning. Hopefully I won't screw the pooch again. But considering how good this is, I would say, you know, it's worth $5-6 per serving. But it's hard to beat a $1 package of a north side and a $1 or so can of some kind of meat. But like I said, this was really good. I think the only thing that would make this better is if you actually had some sour cream to throw on top of it when it was done. I don't have sour cream, but I do have hot sauce. And while we're waiting, actually that water's almost boiling now. See, I've got some tea in here and some wet naps. Not interested in any of it. Yeah, drink. A sweet drink. Blackberry lemonade. That sounds way better than a cup of tea. All right, note to self out loud, do not use all the water. Whoop. Well, we can always heat more up, right? And what we have here is ice water.
I'm in the chest, you know, like I get to move and skirt past you.
This one happens to be blackberry lemonade. It's pretty good actually. The liquid stuff that's in them little small bottles where you add drops, it's a little more convenient. Not so much as a footprint, but when I'm just kind of doing this locally, my footprint's never that big, and there's a trash can about 3/4 of a mile from where I'm at right now.
Who the best out here? I don't give a fuck and I don't fucking care.
Bring it back to the flow, give a dap to your bro, cause the party's so damn vicious.
Yeah, a while back I came up with the bright idea of putting some shock cord on this, and I still managed to drop it in the dirt. Yeah, this has been a great jug. I actually found this in the ditch, and I knew what it was, and I was like, well, it's either good or it's bad, and it's worth looking at. And I've had it several years now, and man, this thing keeps ice for like 3 days if it's not in direct sunlight. This bottle right here, it's not a bushcraft bottle by no means. It's just a water bottle. It actually says Waters Fencing and Landscaping underneath there. It's a friend of mine. Thanks, Jimmy. Give it to me. And I came up with the bright idea of putting some shock cord and some duct tape on it, and it's just a water bottle. I can put 2 of these in my Italian pack outer pocket. They fit great. They hold like a liter of water. I think it is something like that, 20 ounces. I don't know. I should think this through before I start talking, right? It's a good bottle. It will not keep ice, but it keeps water and it doesn't leak. And if you can look closely, it says made in USA, not China. It's aluminum, you know, just your standard, I guess a sport bottle, walking bottle, I don't know. I'm thankful for it. It helps me out. And it has locking lugs, so you don't have to worry about it leaking. All right. So how many other people use a little stove like this? This is the same one you see on Amazon and Fleabay for like 10 bucks. I got mine from River Country Products. It is what it is. It's a $10 stove. If it ever gives me any trouble, I'll get another one. So far, it's performed 100% for me. When I first got it, I had a little bit of trouble with the starting button, and it was just because it was loose. I tightened it up. Everything's good. So, yeah, nowadays, instead of using this here canteen pouch for a canteen pouch, which I never really liked the way a canteen sat in it, I'll just use it as a side pouch for my little stove, lunch, and whatever else I can cram in there. Thought that was a good idea, though. Few more minutes and we can try that out. I'll go ahead and wash my hands now, because if I do this now, I'll probably get a fish and I'll have to re-wash my hands. Hopefully, right? Alrighty guys, I think it's ready. The fish are not biting, but I'm certainly hungry, so we're eating. And man, it looks good. Oh, it looks good. Now, I've heard that you can reuse these bags. I ain't packing it out and washing it. And I ain't buying no long-handled spoons, so my trusty USA-made Western woodland knife. aka a grandpa knife, saves the day again. Man, that's good. It really is. A little bit of sour cream and it would be absolutely awesome. No sour cream, so we'll do a little Texas Pete. The noodles are good. Maybe a little pasty, but I mean, come on, it's freeze-dried food. The sauce is good. The meat's not bad. The mushrooms are good. All in all, I mean, seriously, this is good stuff. And at, I believe I paid $11 and small change for it. So when you divide it in half, that's actually pretty reasonable. That's a mushroom right there. Whole big slice of mushroom. Whoop. Well, let me eat this in peace. I'll turn the camera back on in a couple of minutes, guys. Non-sponsored recommendation. Peak Refuel Beef Stroganoff. It's really good stuff. Now, of course, I'll try the Mountain House next because I know it's a little bit cheaper, but I don't know. It's going to have to be pretty damn good to beat this out, so I'll see you in a few. Never fails, guys. I'm sitting there eating, and I got a little bump. Nice little bluegill here. Time to throw him back and finish my dinner. See you in a few. Oh, you little runt. What are you doing, dude?